In the previous mission, we encountered our first paranormal activity, which was, well, it's a second. a second paranormal activity, because before we met Fettel, now we've met Alma. Fettel is a powerful force because he's able to control all the replica soldiers, and he's technically also able to mess with the Point Man's mind. And he was able to just escape with no problem. Kind of made sure that he sees you first, hits you with a piece of wood, and then tells you that the person that he killed deserved to die. So he is on his way towards a virtuous mission. He believes he's doing the right thing. This is a villain who thinks that he's the good guy. And then we have Alma, who's just kind of there. We don't know who she is yet. We never really hear about her yet. But we see that she is a force to be reckoned with, because she's able to take out both teams of nameless, faceless soldiers with no effort at all. She just kills them and that's it. Turns them into blood and bones. But then, in your final encounter with her in the second mission, she blows you out of the building with a giant explosion. So she has both killing powers and explosion powers, which makes it seem like she's really dangerous. So this is the force that you're trying to defeat with normal means, and it makes you feel a little bit hopeless at this point. And that's why once you hit the third mission, you're like, goddamn, even if I'm fighting these replica soldiers willy-nilly, I still gotta fight this Alma character that I still don't know much about. And before we get into the third mission, I just want to say that Alma's name is also very meaningful. First there was Paxton Fettel, whose name meant the arranger of a peaceful town. And now there's Alma, whose name means soul, or nourishing. And so she is the one nourishing this entire plan. She's the one behind everything. But we'll find out why she's behind this thing in a certain way that she is. She's not exactly trying to be evil, she's just taking out her revenge as a ghost, because, spoiler, this whole time the little girl's dead. And this is like a memory of when she was a girl. Later on, she became a woman when she gave birth to Point Man and Paxton Fettel. Sorry, spoilers, but this whole time Point Man is one child and Fettel is another of Alma. Before, I talked a bit about the tech and the cyberpunk aspect. Now, I think it's appropriate to express a bit about how Alma and ghosts and psychics tie together. Like, why would we have ghosts and hallucinations combined with psychics? When it comes to Japanese horror, a psychic is essentially a witch, who is a person who is able to control kamis, with kamis being the spirits that control nature and cause things to happen. So Alma's powers are of a kami manipulation, and this thing that pushes natural phenomena to occur, which is why people were turned into skeletons and things started to explode when she's around. This is her influence when it comes to the physical world, but her influence in your mind is also very present with your hallucinations and vague memories. Fettel is also using these kami spirits to speak to his soldiers, but also to speak to the flesh of the dead when he consumes it. He is eating people to gain their memory, which means that person and their history hold memories as part of the body and part of the mind, with the body holding a sort of vague residue of memories when that connection is made into his own body. We are also haunted by this memory or faint spirit of Janowski, the ambassador of God, who forces us to find him after he disappeared, thanks to Alma turning him into ash. His involvement is rather empty. It's like he was chosen by Alma for no reason. He haunts you for no reason. You see him, and the electrical signal sees him, and his life signs, but he's never really there. The spirits in the game are able to manipulate and influence electronic signals because they are of the physical, but not of the material. Same how electricity is a physical energy, but not a material or matter. So his energy is still floating around in the aethers, but his material body is separated from it. Same with Alma. I haven't really seen this type of psychic power being used too often, other than the electric manipulation thing involving ghosts by themselves. But it's pretty cool how they are creating this metaphysical explanation for things to cause it to all be paranormal instead of supernatural. If it was supernatural, everyone would be doing things with pure magic, meaning we couldn't explain or understand how it works. But since it's paranormal, it is beside the normal. Para means beside, which allows the tech to interact with both the psychic powers and the ghosts. hence clone soldiers being controlled by a psychic commander. Also, something to add that might seem a bit weird, Alma is not really here to harm us. She's meant to keep us alive, so we can have her spirit enter our body and so she can escape the prison that she's trapped in. Sorry, spoilers. But the explosion blowing us out of the building kind of makes sense, when we view it as an act of flying out of the building as Alma uses her psychic powers to save our lives by having us fly away from the explosion, instead of burning up and turning into a crispy critter. So seeing Alma there was meant to make us fear, but the refrigerator realization that we'll have by the end of the game is that it's more likely Alma was throwing us away from the explosion and into safety, as a mama bird would do with her kids, throwing them out of the nest. She loves her child with a bloody fist. Now, let's see where we got blown to.
He's alive.
Should I call in a medevac?
It's Jin.
Doesn't appear to be injured, although I don't know how he survived.
My favorite dull-faced Korean.
Federal transmitter near that position. You gotta take that fucker out, fast.
Fucker.
Jen, keep looking for Jankowski. I'm still reading his life signs.
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
He can take care of himself. Now move.
Oh my goodness.
Be careful in there.
This girl. Look, what's she wearing?
You're lucky to be alive.
She wearing steel-toed Crocs? I like the sleek outfit.
You'd better get going.
You better get in my bed. Alright, so now I gotta find Janowski. I gotta find the ambassador of God's grace. That musical cue was like, look out, enemies are gonna be here later. Yeah, no duh. Well, that guy didn't have a chance. I like the little hand mark, look at that, that's beautiful. So much detail in these backgrounds, god damn. All for something people just run on by.
Tomcat, looks like I'm not gonna be able to send you any reinforcements for a while. My helos just got diverted to Arma Cam headquarters. Something big is going on. No shit, my people are right in the middle of it. I hear you. I wish I was calling the shots. Is it the same bad guys? Looks that way. I'm a little short on details. I guess this ain't a covert op anymore.
So what they were talking about is that they cannot bring a helicopter to us because there are replica soldiers also attacking Armaka Corps? Armaka? I don't know the name of this place. Armaka HQ? They're being attacked somewhere else. So there's another battle happening that the reinforcements had to be sent there. Which is kind of dumb, but, you know. Speaking of helicopters, who are these guys flying by? Was that my support? But seriously, you guys don't have like one goddamn helicopter sitting over here? We don't have that many people. It's one girl and one guy. And Point Man. And that dude who was like standing next to the girl. I need armor.
You have one new message.
Mike, what the hell's going on over there? It sounded like an explosion. I can't get through to anybody. Call me back.
End of messages.
So these beginning messages are just letting us know that there's like all this chaos going on. And are people gonna appear? You know there's gonna be people appearing. This game is too quiet. Like, not even the replica soldiers could afford sending in more guys. Everyone's on a budget. Wasn't this during the hamburger crisis? So we're looking for Janowski. I didn't want to jump all the way down there and die. Whee! At least there are sliding physics. This is the environmental storytelling people brag about with Dark Souls, but this is done way better so far. Ooh, something's happening. Ooh, I feel a tingle. Use my limited flashlight. The rats are running away from something. Oh, the little girl. And she ran into nothing. And there's a dead body here. Oh my god. That actually scared me. The shadow was perfect. Oh my god, that was great. That was so good with the lights flickering and then the shadow going by and the little girl giggling. I love that. I love that part. And they guide you to there too. Oh man, that was so smart. Ooh. Looks like this guy flew through here and then tumbled into the water. See, there's like a story going on in this whole game. And they force you to go buy this dead body too if you collect the health. I love that it shows you things without actually showing you the actions. Where is he? I love how their body just explode into like a ragdoll. And you can walk through them. There was health here, wasn't there? What's the grenade button? Oh, of course, it's G. G for grenade. That's such a hard stretch. I got these tiny little Trump hands. I do love the grenades in this game. This game has amazing grenade physics. Whoops. Where is he? And now he's here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Let's get him with a grenade. I want to show you this. Where is he? Ah, he didn't turn to Gibbs. There was a thing where you hit him with a grenade and then they turn into a skeleton. I thought that was so funny. Maybe it's only the PS3 version, but I clearly remember they turned into bloody skeletons with grenades and the shotgun and Alma. Alright, so that way is locked. You have to go the way down here, over here. I sound like that fat Dutch guy from that meme where he's just grunting and grumbling, like oh yo 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 yo. Oh, so this is not the way. This is just boosting my reflex. Okay. Is this way? Ah, I love this thing. I love this lighting. Look at this. How did they do that? I don't really see lighting like that anymore because games are trying so hard to be like dynamic lighting or whatever. They don't make it like, you know, cinematic or aesthetically pleasing lighting. You know, something good. Something with like a direction. What is that? Like a camera? Love these pipes. Makes me think of Resident Evil. I can smell the stinky sewer through the screen. Ah, Raccoon City flavor. Let's get him again with the grenade. Holy crap. These guys haul ass before I even press the button. Where are they? They're usually around the corner where fudge is made, but they're not dying. I wasted like 2 grenades on these guys. They ran far. They got, I don't know how they avoided that. That's actually really smart for them. See, this game has brains. The enemy runs away from a grenade, not towards it like in other games. Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty they do kind of like jump out of the way, but I don't know. That was like an intelligent thing. The enemies are perhaps too intelligent in this game. Alright, there's a bunch of dudes coming. Usually I'm happy when this happens, but here it's different. I just need to examine the room to count the heads. There's one. Oh my god, they saw me. Is that a good way to fight? I don't know. Are you guys impressed by my fighting skills? It feels like I really did poorly. I never watched Fear gameplay, so I didn't know if I suck ass or if I'm the bee's knees. I'm sure others would do that silently. I went around in a circle. Am I being too aggressive with my my shooting? But it is good that we got these health boosters because now our health is at 110 when maxed. Ooh, checkpoint. Something is amiss. And armor? And health? What is this, a boss battle happening? One of Hillary Clinton's laptops before she smashed him.
The data's uploading now.
It's just a laptop, okay? Calm down, boxers.
I found a wastewater analysis summary addressed to an Arma Cam review committee. According to the abstract, there's some major contamination coming from upstream. I can't imagine why Arma Cam would be interested unless they're responsible.
They're saying Amercam was poisoning the water. Yep, that's like Detroit. I love the idea of like a weapons corporation causing the downfall of a city. Very much like Raccoon City and Resident Evil. In the second game, they're just like, hey, what if like a nuclear explosion happened and then everything was all in Fallout mode? And then the third game's like, hey, what if like everything was like a Lovecraftian horror? And we had this dark fantasy going on. Gotta get this stuff as well. You know, the grenades I can get. Grenade! And then everybody flies away except for the guy who jumps on the grenade. Oh crap. Spread out! Oh jeez. Where is he? Can I get it? Oh, I got them. And he did some kind of goofy scream. He was like, yeah! Hoo, 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 hoo. Well, he ran to that one. Gotta be quick on your toes here. That seagull sounds amused at my victory. It makes me laugh because in the US we use crickets to signify that something was funny, but in other countries they use a crow or a seagull. What do Japanese people use? Those anime bugs? Whatever they're called? Cicadas? Cicadas? So far, this mission just spooks us in the intro with Alma and her pitter-patter. And no Janowski in sight. Ooh, the water place. I remember this one. Oh my god. I saw what she can do. I'm gonna get out of here. This game does make you afraid of her, but if you remember what happens, and you remember the progression of the game, then it's not as scary. But I still get spookily dookily here and there. Oh no, wrong button. So we're trying to find Janowski. He's really good at hide and seek. He gives Osama bin Laden a run for his money. I still don't get why the flashlight had to be limited. This is dumb. This is during the time of Doom 3 where they had a limited flashlight too. There's the ghost of Alma. She's not really here, she's just a ghost. Oh. Somebody needs tampons. There's a guy with his back turned. Oh god. I ruined it. I ruined the scare.